Continuing on to page 3 of our technique video series, we have a blend for 30 points, a radial for 20 points, and application for another 30 points. Keep in mind that another 20 points will be added as long as we are focusing with our heads all the way up and staying on task during our focus times. On page 2, we learned about fades. But for page 3, we're going to take it to the next level by blending two fades together. Get your sky blue color pencil ready, and let's only pay attention to this fade pattern at the top. If you want to go left to right, you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or if you want to follow along with me and go from 6 to 0, that's also perfectly fine. Level 6 heavy pressure. Making sure to circle clockwise and then change my direction to counterclockwise. This is as heavy as I can push down. That's how big I'll make my 6, moving into a level 5. Filling in any gaps or holes. Making sure my circles are small. Changing up my direction. Clockwise, counterclockwise. Moving into level 4 pressure. I'm noticing that my 5 can be heavier now that I have a level 4 to compare it to. Blurring and buffing any contrast lines out. Continuing on with my 4, filling in any gaps and donut holes. Circling clockwise, changing it up, then circling counterclockwise. Going into my 2, lifting up my pressure, barely touching the paper, circling clockwise, counterclockwise. Moving into 1, ever so gently, barely pushing the paper. And then 0. Time to balance a bit more. I'm noticing that my 4 is still too light. And then I can darken my 5 a bit further, more into the 4. We don't want to have too much space look exactly alike. We want to show a true fade. Take a look underneath the rectangle. We see the word magenta. Get out your magenta colored pencil. And now we're going to focus on these bottom numbers. It's true, we're going to actually mix these colors together to create this type of blend. Magenta level 6 heavy pressure goes here. Level 6 is as heavy as we can possibly push down. Going over into a level 5 area. Changing the direction of my circles. Making sure there are no contrast lines. Moving this 5 over. Slightly lighter pressure in the 4. You'll see the original blue color start to change colors. Circling one way and then the other into the 3, noticing how that blue starts to change color. Lifting up my pressure a bit more in the 2, but making sure I can still see magenta mixing slightly in with that blue. And then ever so gentle in the 1, mixing the magenta a bit. On page 2, we learned about vertical fades, horizontal fades, and diagonal fades. But what if the fade didn't just go in one direction? What if the fade went from all directions going inside, or inside expanding out into all directions? That's called a radial. Get out your black colored pencil, and we're going to lay in a band of level 6 pressure on all 4 sides of this box. Notice how I'm using small circles and I'm not sweeping left to right. This will allow for me to create a proper fade with no distracting contrast lines. I'm taking my time, trying to represent the heaviest pressure that I can possibly push down. If you want to turn the page to make it easier to do different sides of the box, you can turn the page. Now that I have a level 6 pressure, I'm going to go around again with a level 5, except closer to the center. Halfway circling in my level 6, halfway circling out. But with level 5 pressure. Can think of it like we're completing a spiral where we're going to steadily go more and more inward towards the center. And the closer to the center we go, the lighter our pressure. I'm still on my level 5, taking my time. Now it's time for a wraparound with level 4. Because the black colored pencil is already dark, you really don't have to push that heavy to create a level 4. That's my 4. I'll move into an even lighter level 3. Trying to keep the sides equal, trying to keep the center center. I'll move into an even lighter 2, 1, and 0. If you notice any awkward places or contrast lines or patchy areas, you can blur those out at this time. So this is a radial, and this is also another type of radial. We're going to start level 6 heavy pressure in the center, and then from the center we're going to spiral out and away, lighter and lighter pressure. So level 6 heavy pressure in the center, pushing down so heavy it's like I'm trying to punch a hole in the page. Then I'm going to spiral out in a level 5. Spiral out further with a level 4, trying to keep all of my sides equal. Getting even lighter pressure with a level 3. Sometimes circle back in the opposite direction to interlock those circles. Level 3. Going around even lighter with a level 2. And barely touching the paper. With a level 1. I'm noticing that mine is too drastic from dark to light. I need more of a medium area, so I'll go back in and make some balance adjustments to make my medium area more obvious. If you want to draw another box in these empty areas and try it again, you absolutely can do so. Application means that we're going to apply what we learned. We're going to apply this type of radial here, which is going to give it like a sphere type of effect, like a glowing diamond eye inside of a sphere. We're going to apply this inverted radial to the light bulb, which will create a glowing special effect. Get your regular green color pencil out and ready. And just like we did with this radial, we're going to level 6 heavy pressure all of the edges, except with our green colored pencil this time. If you need to turn the page to get the natural curve of your wrist, then do so. Now that we have our level 6 pressure, we're going to do a wraparound with level 5. halfway circling into the 6, halfway circling out, changing the direction of my circles clockwise, counterclockwise. Turning the page. If this starts to get uncomfortable for your wrist, just turn the page. I will say that the 6 and the 5 are the hardest to get going. The rest of it's going to be very simple. Then pulling 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1 all the way to the diamond. The level 1 pressure is going to touch the diamond. So if you want to wrap around again with a 4, if you just want to go ahead and fade 4, 3, 2, 1 in one spot, and then just move to different spots, then you can. I'm doing a 4, 3, 2, 1 fade to the diamond, and then I'll move to a different spot. The goal is to make it look like this diamond is inside of a sphere. You can take any color that you want to color the inside of your diamond. Just do it in a level 6 heavy pressure though. And those original lines, you can re-outline those back to make the diamond look like it's powerful and that it's glowing. If you went too heavy like I did near the diamond, you can get your eraser and lift up on the edges to get that glowing effect. Back out. And since we're already familiar with blending colors together, this is how we can apply it to our kind of eyeball situation. You can use the same color as you did with the inside of your diamond, or you can use a darker color pencil. We're going to lay in some level 5 circles in the old level 6 area to just sort of change the dimension of the sides. Level 5 circles, mixing that into the level 6 area. It's going to bring more interest and definition into the edges of our circle. And I'll even demonstrate it with the black color pencil on my example on the right. Just a level 5. Let's see, with this one over here, if I use the black, just adding some more dimension to the edges. Mixing and blending the colors together. And this is how the color pencils are meant to be used. This is the difference between beginners and those who are more advanced, is we're not scared to blend things together. But we have a plan on how to blend things together though. Last on our list is to continue on with the same green color pencil and create a glowing type of effect. Instead of starting with a level 6 around the light bulb, I'm going to start with a level 5. A very thin, gentle level 5 band right on the outer edge of the outline of the light bulb. It's very thin. If you're finding that it's not very thin, you need to sharpen your pencil. Now we're going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 out and away from the light bulb. We already have down our 5. I'll grow out to a 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Very thin, fading it into the white of the paper. Very gentle fade. Four, 3, 2, 1, 0. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, out and away. If you're wondering what direction to fade in, right here we're fading this way. Here we're fading that away. Those can be your visual fade guides. This completes page 3. Go ahead and take a picture of page 3 going long ways and then rotate it to go back up and down. Be sure on Padlet to list it as your last name, comma, your first name, and then page 3 in parentheses.